www.healthcmi.com. Acupuncture continuing education online today. Acupuncture and herbs lower cholesterol confirmed. Published September 25th, 2020 at healthcmi.com. Click on news when you get there and take a look. This research from Wuji Hospital shows that a combination of acupuncture and herbal medicine are effective for the treatment of hyperlipidemia. So that's high cholesterol and triglycerides. Now, there can be a genetic predisposition towards this, and of course, dietary issues. So triglycerides tend to spike with a high carbohydrate diet. You love that bread? Yeah, triglycerides. Cholesterol, you like that saturated fat, like a big New York steak? Yeah, high cholesterol. So obviously, if someone has a genetic predisposition in some way towards these conditions, then we have to either curb back those wonderful pastries and breads as we smell the odor wafting out of a bakery, or not always putting that big hunk of meat on the grill. So we do have to find alternatives to that. But let's say you are modifying your diet and those levels are still there, and it can be dangerous. These researchers have found that a combination of acupuncture and herbs can improve the blood lipid profiles when acupuncture and herbal medicine are added to standard care. So you're getting your standard care, maybe you're even paying a little bit of attention to your diet, but you still got to get that total cholesterol down, you got to get that triglyceride level down, you've got to get that LDL-C down, that's the low density lipoprotein cholesterol. You need to raise your HDL-C, the high density lipoprotein cholesterol. Then this study finds exactly those results. And it was a study of 84 patients. All of them already had coronary heart disease and hyperlipidemia. So the high cholesterol and triglycerides along with coronary heart disease is a very dangerous combination. So in this study, everyone had their usual anticoagulant therapy and vasodilation medications as usual. They list all that here. I think it's called Zimvastatin, and so a statin drug along with some other things. And they compared the control group to a group getting a little bit of acupuncture, very simple acupuncture points, nothing fancy, relaxing treatment with large intestine 10, bladder 57, GB 31, extra point head ding, which was kind of interesting, stomach 25, stomach 40, GB 39, and triple burner 4. And a special herbal formula, and I think this is one of the more important things that the patient is taking. What I like about this, anyone can have access to a formula like this anywhere, as long as you can get the mail. We can send it to you. So if you know an acupuncturist, work with an acupuncturist, trained in herbalism, then yeah, this is available to you. So it's gochitsa, so lycium berry, right? Dan shen. Shanja, which has some acclaim, the hawthorn berry, in terms of benefiting cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Sangji Shen, Chao Jui Ming, He Ye, and Chen Pi. So that herbal formula and all the dosages, everything's laid out at healthcmi.com. Simply click on news to get there. Was soaked in boiling water. 30 minutes, and then you drink it. That combination with the acupuncture, when you added it to the drug therapy, they have all the numbers before and after. Yeah, your total cholesterol drops. You get a benefit for HDL. You lower the LDL. Really good benefit for triglyceride level. So excellent result. I would be skeptical, except for one little thing. This is one of hundreds, if not thousands, of studies showing this. So pretty darn good result. Not unusual, because the acupuncture is going to benefit the overall immune system, the general health of the person. And what we say in Chinese medicine, a little bit of what it is helping what we call the spleen and stomach qi transform and transport foods and fluids. So in other words, your metabolism is not optimized for extracting nutrients from food and eliminating things. You want to eliminate things that aren't helping you, and you want to extract the nutrients as needed. Herbs and acupuncture really focus on optimizing that system within the body. That's the advantage here, and that's why people did so much better. So take a look. Again, go to healthcmi.com, look for the article entitled Acupuncture and Herbs Lower Cholesterol Confirmed, published September 25th, 2020. I'm Adam White, licensed acupuncturist. Thank you for listening. www.healthcmi.com.